Jumped in on
Oh,
Jackbox game
watch
online.
hello,
Oh, you
everybody.
will lie.
I told them that we were a minute out. They kept talking. I told them we were 10 seconds out. They kept talking. So now we're live. Hello. Yes, the new intro worked. Bison, did you hear it? Did it make noise or did it just go flickery flickery? Did it sing at you? It said it did hear. Yeah.
Bison
Man,
says
okay.
new intro, yay.
Yeah,
Pipe.
yeah. I just wanted to know if they could hear it because there's a musical. It made noise. Oh, I am pleased. Oh,
Yes.
things are good. And that also means that Touch Portal is working. Yeah, we can go home now. The technical test is done. Oh, speaking of technical tests, let's do the technical bit. Hello. You're supposed to start with that. Hello, my name is Kevin. This is Dirty 20 Gaming, and we have another first here on FunSHot Fridays. We had a couple weeks ago the first time we had anybody attend by tablet. We've had first Europeans on a number. Well, we've had first, second, and third Europeans now appearing. And by the way, they stay up until the middle of the night. It's what, pushing 3 a.m. there, Elan? Yeah. And another first. Well, it's a double first tonight. It is a major guest star appearance, which is excellent and wonderful and happiness. And appearing virtually, our very first ever virtual guest, Ms. Lilith Singer. Welcome to the show.
Good to be here. It's always. I'm gonna have fun. I know it.
Of course you are. We're going to have a good time. We're going to kill a bunch of people, most of them being you guys. And while we're talking about the people, let's go around the room. First of all, we had Lilith with us this evening. Thank you so much. Also on your third appearance now, Elan, from the middle of the night and the middle of the continent. Thank you very much.
I'm having so much fun with you guys. I just can't stop.
Thank you. And the man who's pulled his face out of more computers than I've owned, and that's just this week. Nick, thank you for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
And last but absolutely definitely not least, she's zooming over there. Last but definitely not least, Sarah Sands, welcome back. I know you're very busy doing other Zoom stuff, so thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for taking the time. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a blast because tonight we are playing a Grant Howitt game called Force Patrollers. What? We can only hear me. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's a problem.
That's definitely a problem.
We're
Hang
quiet. Hold on. Okay. Thaumaturgy.
I can yell.
Oh, no.
Hello.
I can project.
You should be able to hear them
Starting
now.
up the game.
I can talk about nonsense for hours if you want me to do.
There we go.
I turned
Okay.
up the.
Okay, there we go.
Do I need to
I
lower
had
my
a-
game?
No, that's
No,
okay. I
no,
just
no.
had the.
Can you hear us?
Really low here. It's my
All
bad.
right.
We're
Okay.
good.
Everyone,
They
do
can
a
hear us.
sound check. 1, 2,
La,
3.
la, 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 la.
Yeah, things are
Yeah, all
happening.
at the same
Hey.
time. That's good because there's nothing I can do about it anyway. So.
No. We can fix this. Audience, do we all sound pretty leveled?
It sounds good to me.
Okay, I see. There we go. Fixed.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Sound is
great.
on.
Thumbs up.
It's
They
fine.
have
We'll just take
very
it on
low
note.
expectations here, Lilith.
Oh.
They've
Well,
got
let's change
experience.
that today.
Oh boy. We are going to play Force Patrollers this evening, wherever it is where you are, middle of the night in some cases. This is a game by Grant Howitt. Well, let me just read you the start here. These are actors. You can tell because they're desperate and at home on a Friday night. But they
What?
have landed. It's just a game. It's just a game. Just the characters. I should have made that perfectly clear, Lilith. Ms. Singer has not been home on a Friday night ever. I stand corrected.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to be myself now.
You have your characters, to be very clear, have landed an acting job. It is not a dream acting job because you are playing one of the Force Patrollers, a group of one-piece suited helmeted warriors whose battle legions of lumpy monsters from beyond time, using martial arts, vehicle combat, and giant robots. There is one small problem when you show up. You know there are only 6 Rangers, but there are 30 actors in this room waiting to play these parts. And at the end of the room, there's rack after rack after rack of freshly cleaned Force Patroller uniforms in various colors. You see no signs of safety whatsoever. Also, you hear from the people in the room, the script workers are on strike. They've stopped sending through the script, so they're making it up on the fly. Special effects, zero budget. You're going to be doing it on your own. Stunts, nope. Stunt people are gone. It's all on you. This is your chance to be famous or die trying.
Literally.
The producer rushes into the room and points at you, and you. Grab a uniform and come with me. So at this point, we get to figure out who everybody is, and oddly enough, a premonition of how they're going to die. Let's start down here beside me. Sans, give us a click. Which patroller am I? You
I
are
am the blue.
So you are in charge. You are a technician. So anything technical in any way, shape, or form, and you are on a movie set, so to speak. So have fun with that. Now, roll me. How did you die? How do you die?
Something
My favorite
involving
part, says
animals.
Bison. All right. So make a note of that. I am going to do this to remind me at the moment. If you look in roll 20, 40, the audience can't see, but I just put the word technician above your name just so I know who you are. But I will not remember that it's something involving animals. So we're going to get all these created, then we're going to explain what this means. So next, let's just work backwards up the screen. Nick, who are you?
I am
the
Black Ranger.
Black.
Dying
I
vehicular.
almost said it already. Oh, that's the other thing. You're not allowed to say the name of the real show that this is clearly a ripoff of. So you are the Black Force Patroller, and you are subterfugious. You are a sneaky little shit, is how that translates.
We are
and
no
how do you die?
rangers.
Oh,
We are
Oh, and you die
patrols.
with something involving vehicles. All right, sneaking in vehicles. That's a bad combination. So far, there's no doubles. Let's see if we can fix that. Ilan, if you would be so kind, give me a which patroller am I?
I am the white.
You are the white patroller. That's the one. The thing. It sounds good, but they really show bloodstains badly. Your specialty is long-range
Yeah.
weapons.
Let's see how
And
I'm gonna end.
How are you going to try something involving animals? Apparently, there's.
Yes.
Okay, there wasn't going to be a whole lot of animals in this, but now I have to change that. So there you go.
I'm no furry, but
Yeah. We could. Yeah. Thank you. You just fixed my problem for me. And we done something involving animals, which leaves us with our special guest. If you would be so kind, Lilith, which kind of patroller are you? I quickly fixed this.
1 second. Okay, patroller?
Yeah.
Patrolling.
So there's a
Okay.
thing at the bottom that says, which
Which
patroller
patroller?
am I?
Okay. I am blue. That's Gibetta.
Pick a different color. Dude.
Well, okay. So you are the blue patroller. The thing is, somebody is already the blue patroller. So what
Then
this
I'll
means,
take
and I'm
pink.
glad. I was gonna say that's perfect because this is how this works. You are secretly, you know, in your head that you really are the blue Force Patroller, but
Oh.
you must be in disguise. So you are the
Okay.
pink patroller. What is your special ability as the pink Force Patroller? You get to make this up.
I get to make. I don't have to choose how I die. I'm not dead.
Oh no, you still get to choose how you die. But
Oh,
this is
so
what is your specialty? Like white is good at long range, blue is the technician, black is subterfuge.
Oh. Uh-oh. I'm good at coupling people. I don't know where that came from.
You're the matchmaker.
Oh my.
Absolutely.
wow,
The matchmaking patroller. There we
wow, that's
Oh, that can be taken so
awesome.
many
Man, I don't know how this is gonna work. That's way too specific.
Yeah. You wrote it, you built it, you play it. I will give you plenty of options, believe me.
Oh.
Oh, already so beautiful.
You are the matchmaker. Excellent.
Oh, dear.
And that
But
is
how does the
everybody. That is
matchmaker
all
die?
the
Do I need to roll death? Because everyone else.
Oh yes, you do. Please, yeah. I don't want to. I don't want. to
Please
in my head.
die.
I just don't want Lilith to die.
I don't.
Uh,
Never mind. I take it back. This sounds really ugly. I don't like this.
Shot probably unceremoniously.
Boring. It's just so quick.
And we have a long range patroller.
And we have a long range patroller.
Yes, you do. So when they miss, okay.
So, okay.
So
Well,
we
now.
haven't even
How I
started yet.
kill everyone?
All right, so you hobble
fine.
and pull yourselves into your uniforms. You can't help but smell the bleach that got the staining out from whoever wore this last. You've seen previous episodes of this show, and it wasn't good when they had a budget. You'd see them limping by partway through the episode. You'd see the Force Patroller with like chained thighs as they probably went through an actor or two. However, the last 2 seasons of this have been bestsellers on Fail Army. So at least you might get famous. With that, you guys step out of the room, out of the green room in your uniforms and look out at the soundstage. It's just a big empty warehouse. In fact, the part, like there's only 3 standing walls. The other wall is where they got the cameras and stuff, so you can't tell that it's basically in ruins. There's no light in here other than the sun coming through cracks in the ceiling. They're filming with their phones on tiny little tripods on piles of boxes. The director, producer, makeup person, it's all the same guy. So this is not a large budget operation at all. And there is overall the reek of cheap scotch. Speaking of cheap scotch, the producer, director, makeup artist stumbles up to you. Hey, okay, welcome to season 3 of the most successful, least successful show ever. Ta-da! And he has a big drink. He's got the 62-ounce bottle. You know, the ones with the finger hole in it, like the old moonshine bottles on the shoulder, except he's got such a well-developed wrist, he drinks it like that. Doesn't even blink. Looks around. Anybody, wanna... You can.
Thank
it's
you.
just rot gut, right? Yeah, have a jolt, absolutely.
I'm
roll
gonna
D6
have
for me. See, this is how I tricked you into this. Every time you do something in this game, you roll a D6. If it's in your specialty, in your wheelhouse, you roll a D8. And if it has anything to do with how you're gonna die, we can add an extra D6. And then we resolve all the dice. But don't worry about the mechanics. That's my problem. Roll a D6 for me as you try and survive a shot of this man's cheap scotch.
Okay, let's go. Hey!
Reduce the difficulty by 1. You have a drink. Oh. You do not manage to keep the cool, straight face that he had. You're doing the and the whole thing. You kind of shivering and shaking. One eye goes blind for a second, but it comes back, so you're okay.
Okay.
You get brave, though, because as you notice there, it says reduce the difficulty by 1 and roll again. I'm not going to tell you what the difficulty originally was, but it's been reduced by 1. But you get brave and decide you can handle another shot. So go ahead.
Okay.
Oh my god, is he gonna turn to the stuntman?
That
He could
man
die right here. He could drink
has
himself
my
to death
respect.
right here.
Very good.
Hey!
So, yeah, you have a big drink of this, and you try and cough, but you're still drinking and coughing at the same time, and you've gone blind in one eye, deaf in the other ear, and you've got a limp. Take an injury. If you get 2 of those, you're dead. He grabs it from you before you fall over. Anybody else?
Oh man. Oh, that's some
maybe a
good
little.
stuff.
Okay, I just was gonna say that there are 3 sensible people in the room, but here you go.
My plan is to take the bottle.
Yep.
And because he's drunk enough that he's not going to notice, I'm actually taking his car keys.
Hey.
You're gonna try and steal his car keys. Absolutely. So that is subterfugeous. Absolutely.
And I'm going to die vehicularly.
And you are. So give me, that's a D8 for being good at subterfuge while you try and steal his keys, and a D6 because.
Oh no!
Exactly how you would expect it to go.
So you made it worse. Let's just say you went into his pocket for his keys, and it wasn't his keys that you grabbed.
Oh no!
Wow.
If I could emote a blush right now.
However, it does say make it worse. He responds by looking down at you and says, "Well, I'm not killing you in the first scene." So you have reduced the difficulty, but now the dare I say the balls are in your court. What is your next action? You're rolling again, so don't worry. The channel's rated 18 plus. Really, don't worry. Sorry, Nick, go.
Realize I get to roll again. Okay.
Yep.
So if that's who wants to play it, I'm going to.
Oh, actually,
fuck 'em up the
you rolled
backside.
2 because you did it to yourself. The first one, the next player adds a d6. That's you. So you
Ooh.
reduce the difficulty and rolled again. So roll 2 more d6s as this goes horribly, horribly wrong. Yeah, and I've already offended.
So I
chat.
have escalated his affection towards me by slapping him on his
Indeed,
butt.
to the point where you go to remove your hand from his pocket, and he moves so as to prevent you from so doing. Well, that was the first one. You tell me the second one. How do you make that worse?
Okay. In his drunken stupor,
Yep.
he is starting to lean over a little bit, and I have to catch him.
Okay. Yep.
So now I'm
And-
standing there with my
Yep.
hand behind his back and my other hand in his pocket.
Yes. Yeah.
So it
you've
looks
got
like
him-
I'm almost attempting to start a dance, even though I'm really much trying to get away from this guy,
Yeah.
and he very much wants to continue dancing.
Yes. On the bright side, he's ready to start the scene. On the not so bright side, it's not the scene you were thinking. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm the scene.
next player adds a d6. So
And I also get to roll
I'll go
again
pick on
after
you
reducing.
for a second. You start to grin. He kind of in a drunken haze sort of reaches out to grab you, and in so doing, he stumbles and falls away from you. And his co-producer, who's just appeared out of the wall because I need somebody, walks up to him. It turns out it's also his partner. She's like, if you're done, can we film this shit so we can go to the mall? And he's like, right. Okay. Everybody, places.
And as we are going to the stage, I'm gonna put a hand on Nick's shoulder. Say,
Yep.
hey, don't worry, I am the long range patroller.
And his
be
eyes are
fine.
doing this. His eyes are just
I'd
wobbling.
say you'd have to see me to shoot me, but in your current state, I think it's more dangerous that you won't be able to see me.
It's which one of the
don't
three
worry,
chooses to shoot.
I'm gonna shoot the three of you, no problem.
Wait,
I'll
can you
just get
say
over-
3?
I'll get over here and line them up. So,
Yes, he
Sorry,
said
but
3.
And I'm
Yeah.
just pointing to him, but not.
it's very bad Scotch, yeah. He's seeing 3, and I said it earlier, he can only see out of one eye. He's blind in one eye, deaf in the opposite ear, and he's got a limp now until he's dead. So yeah, he kind of looks like Popeye, but with that accent, that's really weird. So
like
Start
that.
taking a 10.
Yes.
So with that, you said stage. Stage is a very strong word. This is a wrecked warehouse. And he points behind you at the brick wall and he says, as you can see, you are at a fine department store, high-end clothing store on Fifth Avenue in New York. Ta-da, there it is. The person behind the counter is not what they seem. They are an evil bastard. You will find out who they are in a second. Any questions? I don't care. Action! And he leaps backwards off the stage, and you see the lights on 3 cell phones light up as they start to record.
Okay.
You turn
yeah, so-
around, and there is no store. There is a brick wall, a concrete floor, a little folding card table, and from behind a small partition, this lady steps out. She's got huge, puffy blonde hair at the top, very pulled back tight on the sides. Blue eye makeup, like really, really shiny, sparkly blue. Big pink lips. She's wearing a floofy shouldered pink pantsuit. If you are really stylish, it's Chanel. But it's from like the 70s. And she steps out from behind this partition and starts to walk towards this little card table. And you notice there's carpet on the floor from the partition to the card table. And as she walks, she's dragging her stockinged feet just as she walks up to the table and then very carefully doesn't touch the metal table. And she looks up at you and says, believe you've got the first line. I mean, I don't have a script.
Hey, you! Who are you again?
And she reaches over to try and touch you.
And I fall backwards.
You fall backwards. Give me a D6. There's nothing long range about that.
No.
What was your way of dying?
I'm
Sorry,
trying
I
to
forgot.
stay at long range
Yes.
with her.
Yep.
So
So you leap back. Go ahead. Give me a roll. And
Okay.
roll an extra D6. So there's progress. So you do get a little bit further away.
and I die.
And then you get, oh,
I think that's a record on how soon we've killed off a patroller.
that's
So-
pretty quick. That's quick. You leap back. Haha, you're not getting me. I'm staying at a distance. And you run right onto a spike that's sticking out of the wall.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
kind of like, oh, that itches. Oh, that hurts. What's that doing sticking out of my chest? And you kind of
And
try to
that's
pull yourself off it because you know if you die, you don't get paid.
oh no, I want the money.
Take it for you.
And with that,
Okay, you can have it.
you fall off the spike and
Bye.
to the ground.
It's not getting wasted now. Bonus.
The liquid that comes out from below him is 50% blood, 50% scotch. We have our
I'm sure
first
the
death
director
of
wants
the
that later.
evening. While we are here, Ilan, roll us again. Which patroller are you now?
Let's go. I am black.
You are the black. Oh, so you are not. You are the real black patroller. But what color are you? Pick a color that is not represented in this game and tell us what kind of
I am
patroller
the
you
golden
are.
patroller.
The golden patroller. Oh boy, this could be terrible. What are you? What is your ability?
I'm gonna write it down. Golden. And what can I do? I am the talking one.
You're the face. Okay.
I can talk to deaf someone and
Yeah, the
outshine
bard, okay.
everything.
So he's a bod.
He's a bard.
What did I say earlier? What did I say earlier? Too many bods.
Too many birds. Here we go.
Let's go. Okay, I'm not drunk anymore. Okay.
Excellent. So, as you pull yourself off the fence or off this post and fall to the ground, the last thing your dimming eyes see is your replacement, the bastard that's getting your check at the end of today, step out of that little green room booth wearing a bright, shiny gold lame, overly tight jumpsuit, which may have had the cheeks of the helmet sort of sculpted a little bit, just a little bit here, a little bit, maybe a little bit of racing stripes back here. But
Wow, I'm stylish.
Makes
he
me
brought
look
his
easier.
own. I mean, come on, the guy brought his own forest patroller uniform. With that, the filibuster talks them to death. That would have been you, Bison. With that, you're still, the battle's on. As he steps back, she turns her finger towards Nick.
Okay.
No,
She pointed
yeah.
someone the finger and he died instantly, so
Yep, she
That's
still has
scary.
it, but that was you. You did that to yourself. She didn't have anything to do with that.
yeah, but no one knows that I did that to myself.
And you, oh yes, and this time you're going to be crushed to death. So if you can work that in, but before
I'm
that,
gonna try.
I can't do anything particularly with the. Yeah, I don't.
you're standing right in front of them. So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just saw the person stumble back into a spike.
Yep.
I'm going to kind of attempt whatever my actor can do as far as rolling, and I'm going to throw the late. I don't remember what color patroller was, but the patroller who is currently whiskey on the ground in the direction
Yeah.
of the finger, because that might
Okay.
ignite some whiskey, and that could be a problem for somebody.
That could start a fire. Yes, absolutely. It's not subterfuginous. Are you going to burn to death? No. So just give me a d6. And there was
Throwing bodies around does not end well, does it?
no. Well, the thing is, you start the fire. That's the good part. But the problem is there's a wind in here because it's only a three-sided ruined building. So you start the fire over by, her name is Polyester Double Knit, by the way. You start the fire over by her, and she's wearing a lot of plastic clothing, a lot of nylon involved in this outfit, so it could have been devastating. But unfortunately, the wind kind of whips around her, possibly caused by all the hydrofluorocarbons in her hairspray. Causes the wind to whip around her, and it kind of blows the fire towards you. So there's now her on the card table a wall of flame, and you guys.
Keeps rolling.
Wow.
Sans, let's
How
go
the
with you.
hell?
This is what's
Sorry.
coming right at you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, all of us?
Yep.
yeah.
Ooh.
So what are you doing? Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Lilith, what are you doing?
I call out Asmodeus. Sorry, hold on. I run.
No.
Don't
Oh,
get
he
your
comes
shake
out
out.
with
I
it.
did like that.
Well, shit.
Remember your special ability. Remember your special ability.
I just had a brilliant idea.
It's
Do
not
it.
flammable.
I'm glad I
Give me
gave you time
permission
to
to go first.
Okay, you go first. There's no,
Okay.
Go, go.
there's no
So,
initiative in this game. Go.
Oh,
so because my character is the technician,
Yes.
they
Technician.
would know how. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would know how to use a fire
Yes.
extinguisher. So
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to grab the fire extinguisher and turn off the fire.
Absolutely. Give me a D8 and an extra D6 because it was made worse by Nick. So give us the D8 first. This was
There we
on your
go.
own initiative. You grab the fire extinguisher off the wall.
And
You pull the pin.
Wow. Lilith is gonna have a way of the time.
you know what?
Okay.
It's fine. I will dance on the fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, that's good
If
because
I'm gonna go, let's make it pretty.
you pull the pin on the fire extinguisher and the whole top of the fire extinguisher comes off and just right past your face, just about takes your face off. On the way by, you see the tag. The last time it was inspected was 1974. Just right past you. The canister blows down out of your feet. You are engulfed now, all of you, in this white cloud of fire extinguisher foam, like dust just slowly settling out of the sky. The only thing it hasn't really done is put out the fire. So you can't really see this, but logically now there's polyester, the tiny table, a wall of fire, big puddle of fire extinguisher stuff with you guys standing inside.
And there's a lot of white stuff around because of the.
There
Fire.
is. There's a lot of, yeah, it looks very much like a 70s party in here.
I
There's
just
a
made it
lot of
worse
white
twice.
powder. Yeah, there's
It's
a,
the
yeah.
season
And-
to be jolly. Fa la 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 la.
As
And
you
just
walk out of the
because-
snow. So you sing that as you
It
walk out
worked.
of the snow into the fire. You're Lilith Singer, damn it. I'd go. The thing is, you are rolling now 3d6 because wonderful, marvelous Sans added 2 to your roll. So
Let's do it.
as you stride through the singing the snowflake song, let's see how that goes.
3d6, you said.
Yeah,
Okay.
just do them one at a time. So,
No, no,
oh,
press.
Yes.
okay. So as you're walking through the snowy part, singing the Christmas song, and you breathe some in, and kind of just as you step out into the fire, you as you cough this white extinguisher into the fire. That's kind of you choke. You take a big breath in to kind of catch up for it, and you are Lilith Singer,
Whew.
God, Queen of Hell, and you just
No, wait,
breathe
go
in.
back.
and
I
you,
like God.
half the fire. Oh, God of Hell, it is. So be it. And with that, you breathe the fire in. It's like cinnamon whiskey. Oh, ever so tasty. And then, so that reduced the difficulty by 1.
Ooh.
And then you make it worse.
Wait, so are you telling me
got
that I
a-
just
you've
had
got
a
a
fireball
face-
shot?
You did. Now, what would you like to do with it? You have a fireball in your mouth. What would you like to do with it, Lilith?
Well, I
Singer?
thought you were saying I was having like cinnamon whiskey.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Fireball shots, right?
I will give it. I
can't
will give it
remember.
best of both worlds. You drink the shot, and it's that nom, 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 nom. And then you
Got it.
feel that woof, that burn afterwards, but you realize it's a real burn.
Oh, that sucks.
It could be. What you basically have at your disposal right now is a fireball you can spit.
Who do I hate here?
You guys hear from inside the cloud. Who do I hate here? You look across the
Well, you're gonna
table.
kill
And
us. I mean,
polyester double knit,
you.
or to be more accurate, the actor playing polyester double knit is backing away from you. She just
Oh,
watched
right,
you
the
swallow
bully.
fire. She's oh,
I spit on
I'm just
her.
I only get pink scale. Don't hurt me.
I'm gonna take that opportunity
Go for it.
to
In
step out
1
of the
second,
cloud.
I just wanna finish because there's 1 die left to
Okay,
resolve
go,
still.
go.
So Lilith, with that you've still got we're gonna make this worse. You have a face full of fireball. How do we make that worse?
Make it worse?
Yep.
A face of fireball?
Yes.
The only thing I think of making it worse is getting it out of my nose.
So
I don't know what to say.
Oh.
Those are
She
those
burps.
burns.
Yeah. Well, Chad is suggesting you burp, so I like yours. It's slightly more ladylike. But yes, you and the bull thing, right? Like the double stream, but instead of smoke, it's fire. We made it worse, but I'm still gonna give you the final say on how much worse by asking this apparently innocuous question.
Okay.
Lilith, are your clothes flammable?
I don't know.
You tell me.
Yeah.
It is your choice right now.
My choice. Let's go with yes.
Woof! You light up like a torch.
I'm lit.
But being a god of hell, yeah. Being a god of hell, you're fine with this. You are just flaming in the middle of the street.
You're lit.
That's noted, considering we're standing in a bunch of fire extinguisher.
Oh
Fire
yeah.
costumes are
Oh
quite
no,
flammable.
the foam is now being driven back by this flame. You guys watch as there's an oh wow. A song my dad used to listen to in the 50s, a song called Duke of Earl. There's a line, as I walk out through the swirl. You guys do that just standing there. As she with the fire, it blows the cloud back. And you guys just come out like mystical figures in the start of a movie. Just as the cloud's blown away.
I want to take the initiative on that.
Elan, yes, yeah. Whatever you're going to do, we're going to add a d6 to it. But what are you doing? You now have
As,
a flaming god of hell. You thought this was just an actor. Like, why can't she get better parts than this?
And I'm the Golden Ranger. No,
Yes.
Patroller. I'm the Golden Patroller.
Oh, that's one. That's it.
Oh
That's
no!
an extra d6. That's an extra
Yes.
d6.
That's perfect.
Three.
And
That's
I am
three
the
now
Golden
already,
Patroller.
yeah.
And as
Oh,
I see
you are
that foam,
sparkling in the reflected light. Oh.
as I see that foam passing me, I'm gonna grab a part of it
Yep.
and make a cloak out of it.
A fire
engulfing me.
extinguishing cloak. As
Exactly.
Oh.
And I'm gonna
It is,
run.
you know that D&D has the cloak of billowing, where even if it's
Yeah,
not windy,
exactly.
it billows. Yeah, this is what this is. You now have a smoke cloak that just does amazing dramatic movements without any effort on your part.
And I'm gonna run towards Lilith
Yep.
and jump into the flame, grab her,
You're
Yep.
hugging me?
and dance with her to try to extinguish the flame and just rub the
That is-
cloak
That
everywhere
is
to
absolutely bardish. I love it.
To,
Can I
Uh,
compete with you as we dance around? My flames are also trailing behind me.
And I'm like,
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
and
you
I'm,
wanna do-
as,
yes.
as I'm jumping on you, I'm like, don't take the shot of me.
Okay, we are gonna. This is gonna go nuts. We are
You're a good
because of
dancer.
the ads. Oh yes, I'm sure you are. But we're gonna do this because by the dice. Elan, I'm just gonna tell you first. We're gonna do them one at a time. But I need 3 d6s and a d8, please, in that order. You
D8.
leap into the
1,
fire to
2,
attempt to start the
3.
dance.
What?
Hey, my lord.
Wow. He is a good dancer. Look at that.
So you leap
tapping
into the
feet.
fire. The first thing that happens is you make it worse. So you leap into the fire, and as you
Oh.
embrace her in a salsa or not salsa, a
Flamenco.
tango,
Or,
a flamenco or a
yes.
tango position. Just kind of a poof, and the flames come off of her and light the stage on fire. But you guys don't notice because the fire. Oh, matchmaking pink patroller. I
Bingo.
almost said it. This is why you're getting a D8 on this too. But then you dance, and you dance 3 times. You danced. You swirl and twirl and dip and bow and like. There's no music, but you guys do this so well that you can hear the music. The rest of you are just frozen in awe. There's one guy in the back just slow clapping that they're gonna have to take out in the edit. You guys are just dancing, but as you do, you dance past polyester double knit, lighting her hair on fire on the first pass. She doesn't seem to notice. You come back swirling past her again. Her pantsuit goes up in flames. You
Yes.
swirl the 3rd time around her in a tight circle, and she just goes up in a pillar of nylon smelling burnt plastic smoke.
Da-dum, dum, dum, ba-dum, bum, bum,
To the
ba-dum.
ground. Lilith, your turn. 3d6s and a d8, please.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the
okay.
competition.
That's how good the dance was before you
Nice.
started. So now what
Good.
are we doing?
Let's see what happens.
Please kill
3d6.
me.
Oh, am I supposed to say what I'm doing first before the rolling?
Well, this is the yes.
Oh, the results of it.
I'll narrate
Got
and then
it.
you tell me what happens. So
Okay,
this
hold
is
on.
he comes
1,
in and
2,
bang,
3.
bang, bang.
So 3d6.
Aw.
Oh,
Beautiful. Yep.
that's
And
the end.
then a d8.
Wow.
Oh no.
So you
She
died.
got her second injury.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The pink matchmaker patroller. He steps in and boom, and you, I mean, god of hell, lady of worth, raised in those sorts of circles. You know how to dance, right? Lilith got moves. So you just
Yay.
everything he does, he just escalate. You just escalated along with them. The two
Okay.
of you are like Dancing with the Stars Final Edition.
Ooh.
Right, the show off dance at the end where like the place can't even hear the music because they're screaming and yelling. It goes absolutely wild in here. Unfortunately,
Wait,
for
before I
the
go out, I give him a kiss.
give me another D8. Just cause.
Okay.
Okay. You feel well, what you feel is that all this fire's finally got to you. It's too much. It's going to be, and all this dancing, you're about to literally explode. So you reach in. Yeah, you are. I want more than just, I go in for a kiss. How does this work? You guys are dancing.
Yeah.
Do you stop the dance?
Oh.
Do you move
Why
your
would we?
hands? Okay, so you just tip up and lean in?
That's just me. You can stop if you want to.
So in mid-dance, the kiss starts. A couple more rotations as the flame changes color from red to pink. Flower petals start to drip out of the skies.
How is this all happening?
Wow.
Give me also.
And at this point, the golden patroller, protected by your fireproof golden suit, see the light fading from her eyes and simply lower her to the ground.
Dramatic. I like.
If
Yep.
you want to factor in the original premonition death of a
Yes.
shot, the gun was still loaded from the white patroller who was on the ground in the fire.
And it goes
And
on.
it went off because of the heat.
Ooh, talk about bad luck. Well, my
I
final
had a
words is:
gun.
did
Wow.
anyone film that?
and as the light fades, you see not only the 3 official camera people with their phones out. There's like everybody else on set's got their phone out. You are immortalized forever. You're going to be. There will be YouTube channels in your name. This is an epic moment. Not to mention, if they ever figure out who's inside that golden patroller thing, his acting career is set. If
Sounds like my
He
job's
gets-
down here. I'll see you all later. Bye.
gets through the
kidding.
rest of the afternoon. Meanwhile, in the just the off, it's perfect because you guys just finished this scene. Polyester is dead, crashed on the floor in front of you. The producer leaps out, slips in the blood from the original patroller that went down, looks around and says, okay, that's great. That's absolutely excellent. The next scene, you got. Oh, that scotch is bad. Next scene, you guys are gotta go up to against your university. And he points again at exactly the same black wall, that blank wall behind you. Your university, in the library, and the man behind the counter is not what he seems. Action! And he storms off the stage. The same shitty little card table, the same little partition, out from behind it comes, but is clearly an actor who is exceptionally confused. He looks kind of like Wilford Brimley, like everybody's grandpa, and he kind of wobbles over behind the table, and you see him brace himself like he's a real actor, and he puts his hands flat on the table and becomes very still and says, Good evening. I am here to assist you. I am Professor Tweed. What is it you would require from my library?
I would like you to read a book for me, if you would not mind. So I'm
Just
going
before
to
you
take...
start that, I realize we have a person without a patroller. So Lilith, if you would be so kind as to tell us which patroller you are this time and how this one's going to die.
Did anyone take purple yet? Or am I rolling?
No, give us a roll. Yeah, purple is an
Okay.
option. Actually, we have a history. The purple patroller is the passion patroller. So you rolled red. So you are
my
now
eye.
the leader.
I'm the leader?
You are. This is right in your wheelhouse. So as this scene starts, as the professor makes his speech, the red patroller steps out of the green room. Weird.
Almighty fall.
And strides. Well, don't let me tell you. Do you stride boldly forth in a leadership role?
These boots were made for stomping. I'm stomping through the door.
And
you-
that Stumpy
boom,
dude, this
boom,
roll is
with that
death.
impossible hip swaying thing going on. Yeah, right out onto the right out onto the floor, and the producer just stumbles past you and says, go. He's evil. He yells after you as now, Nick, you were.
Oh,
you have
our
something
leader
planned.
is gonna.
Wait, how does she
I don't know.
die?
How does she die?
Oh
I
yes,
don't.
sorry, yes.
No.
How many times have I run this and I still have my players have to tell me how to do this? It's okay. You know what? We are.
Alright,
How
fine.
far are we?
Here we go.
We are 46 minutes in and we're still following the rules. That is probably a record. You have been.
Oh.
You will be crushed. Okay. Yeah, for anybody that hasn't seen this before, the rules
Wait,
are
when
usually
you
out the
say
window
crushed,
within
like
15 minutes.
crushed on? Like someone's gonna be crushing
Entirely
on
up to
me?
you.
Is it my loophole?
Entirely up to you. Absolutely. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's beautiful.
I really gotta watch what I say around you.
Oh no, you just gave. Yeah, thank you. As you walk past the producer, as I said, onto the stage, he turns at you and says, "Right. Oh, how you doing?" And right at you, Lilith. He's giving you the big drunk guy in the bar eyes, like he's the sexiest thing that's ever walked the planet.
Bleh. You're setting off the alarms. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
That's my cool meter. You wanna go
It's
out for a drink,
not.
Saf? Oh. And he kind of, his head droops and he starts to walk away. He has a great big drink out of his bottle. He looks crushed. Roll a d8. You just crushed him. I don't care. That's supposed to be the way you died. You just, let's see how this goes. I said we're throwing the rules out.
Who?
You. Yep.
Me?
Yep. Lilith.
Me?
Yes.
You.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
Let's
was
see- let's
so
see.
distracted by
We're
the
playing now.
alarms.
That's
Okay,
okay.
roll d8, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
D8. Shit.
It's not you. No, it's not you. No, this was what happened to him. So
Oh.
as he sort of steps away, he is so smitten with you that he doesn't see where he's going, and he slips on the blood from the previous patroller and falls over. And you hear his head do that thing where they hit concrete and kind of go, and that's broken.
Aw,
Like that's a
that's
flat
dirty.
spot. And he just gets back up. I'm fine. I'm all good. And he's still trying to like look cool in front of you, but like one shoulder's starting to droop.
Can I push him back down and tell him this would be great for a selfie or on a TikTok?
Absolutely. And you're telling him to do this. It's not asking. You're telling him. So lead her away. So give me another 8.
What's gonna happen now?
You progress. You push him down further, and as you do, he was kind of part way up. And when you pushed him down, he fell backwards, and his leg comes up, and his shoe comes off of his foot, and it hits the old professor guy right in the forehead. Doing! And you see it knocks off a skull cap. He's
Oh, that's some
pretending
Looney
to be
Tune
bald.
shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome to
my
FunSHot.
God.
Yeah. You just progressed one by almost killing the producer.
Are we supposed to kill the producer?
Well, not necessarily, but everybody's up for grabs here. Nobody's ever killed the producer before, so go for it. So, with that, you have now smushed him down into the blood. Sans, it has been forever since we heard from you. What are you doing?
So,
The technician. Still not dead.
no. but I might be soon because I had a thought.
Okay.
So that extinguisher that went up, it
Yes.
has to come back down.
Yes. Yes, it
And
does.
it's
And
probably-
we have occurred that we have determined that there is holes in the roof. So yeah, it's coming back down.
And it's probably pissed off a few birds on the way up.
Okay. Yep, I'm good with that.
And they're coming down to get me because my death is caused by animals.
Caused by give me a D8 for your accidental firing of this thing. Let's see how that goes. Progress. Okay. Now give me a D6 for the birds. This is perfect.
Birds are attacking.
You think to yourself, that thing went up, it's got to come down. And you look up, and what you see coming out of the sky is first there's this little sparkly thing. It's the top of the fire extinguisher. But you see, that's not going to hit you. In fact, it looks like it's going to, oh shit, it's going to hit the old man. And just as you realize that, you think, but there was some other stuff up there. You look up, and every duck that has ever been sacrificed in an attempt to get the technical difficulties of this channel to stop happening plummet out of the sky towards you.
Phew.
All the live ones peel off at the last second. So you are in the center of the thing. There's just this rain of duck feathers as they boom, 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 just all around you. You know, if you move an inch, you'll get a duck wing to the beak, to the face, to the beak. And then you think, I'm safe. And you look up and went, who's dropping a frozen, and bang, right in the face. You take a frozen duck.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurts so bad.
One injury. One more and you're dead. Nick, where are you doing?
Well, my plan was I
This
was
guy's
seeing-
already taken 2 damage and nobody's even
Oh,
said
yeah.
a word to him yet.
I
You haven't even seen his special ability.
was gonna talk to him and like see if he wanted like a big book to throw at him, and then all of this has happened to him. I've been so surprised I accidentally knocked over one of those library carts that are like stacked really high with books that just happens to have him in the way.
Okay, absolutely. Give me. That's not
Because
really
I'm
something.
thinking, is it technically a
Is it?
vehicle?
We'll go with that. It was a library cart. Even though there's officially no library here, I don't care. There was a library cart, a great big one.
Oh, they just got
covered
one of
in
those
books.
like wheelie things that put some boxes with books in.
Yep.
It
You
has
get
books
behind it and
written
just
on
start running towards him in his general direction. Give me a D8. That's D6, but I don't care. Make it worse. The next player adds a D6. So you smash into the table with this, books everywhere.
Instead of books, it is fine white powder.
It is now fine white powder everywhere.
It's supposed to make things worse.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hard as hell to maneuver. Yes, they are. Says a librarian from the cheat sheets. They are very hard to maneuver. So the cart flips over and crashes, forming a barrier between you and the professor. From behind the barrier, he starts to speak. Apparently, he's an English professor of middle Dark Ages literature. So he starts speaking in Old English, and it's just this incredible monotonous drone.
Not
You guys can
Shakespeare?
feel. No, this is pre-Shakespeare. This is before the great vowel shift. You literally wouldn't understand it, even though it's technically English. The
Remove
vowels
him!
actually sound. Yeah, there's a good leadership role. Thank you. But you guys can all feel yourself starting to get groggy just at the sound of his voice. You yelled at him, so command. Give me a D8 to tell him to telling somebody to remove him.
Oh, D8? Okay. And
Yep.
I tell somebody?
You just yelled, remove
okay.
him. So we'll
Remove
see if
him.
anybody listens.
I don't.
They listen.
They did.
They did.
Of
So
course
from
they
behind,
did. Yes, of
from
course.
behind
Yes,
this
they
wall-
did. Yes.
From behind this wall of books, you could just see this guy's fuzzy head because his skull cap's been peeled off, so you can see his hairy head. And you just see a big muscular hand come down that's got one of those wristbands on that says intern, which means like unpaid labor. And he just grabs the guy by the hair and picks him up off the ground, and his feet are just like that behind the books. Weirdly, it does not stop him talking at all. But the guy starts to back out of the room, taking him with him, which progresses you one more. He's almost gone.
I'm gonna
Can
try
I
to
shoot
take the
the
initiative.
What does a D6 do?
Oh,
The
sorry.
Oh
late
yeah,
four with the
she
D6.
needs to add a d6.
Wait, did you say
Yes, you did.
chuck
You're
the
right.
duck?
Yeah, I'm gonna chuck a duck.
Okay, just before you do, you're right though. Melissa owes us a D6 because
Yes.
of Nick. So
Who?
you.
You.
Yep.
Who's Melissa?
Oh shit! That's me. Damn it! No, I did it. Oh, Lilith.
Sorry.
Damn it!
Woo. That's funny. Okay,
At least
D6.
once a week. I guess I do something stupid like that. Oh dear.
You're fine. Oh, am I dead?
Oh dear. No,
No,
that's only
you're
one
not.
for this one. Yeah. So yeah, in the process of that, at this point, the producer who has gotten back up off the floor comes up behind you and leans forward and does that creepy thing where you didn't even hear him coming, but he starts to whisper in your ear, and you kind of go and jump to the side, and when you do, you smash your head against or you smash your hip against this little card table that the guy was behind, and take a 1 point of damage.
Oh, wow. That sounds like one of my late drunk nights right there.
Right,
A
what
guy,
you know, right?
a guy slid right under the bench when I was trying to have pancakes at IHOP, and
Oh,
he surprised me, and I literally like ran myself against the wall without realizing it. That
Yeah.
hit my head.
I
But it was
yeah,
fun.
fair enough. Sans, I heard something about a duck. What are you doing? You got this frozen duck
Chuck one
at the old man?
at the old man, trying to shut him up.
Yep. You are a technician. Checking stuff
Yeah.
is not really technical. Just give us a D6.
I'm dead.
You know, the problem with frozen ducks is they're slippery. So and it comes out of your hand and goes straight up, and you have time to think, this is ironic because what goes up comes dunk. Oh, and you take another injury on the top of your head. I believe
That's my
duck
second.
just killed you. Yeah.
Yep.
So you've been double ducked.
No, she's being goosed. Duck, duck, goose. Sorry.
You said it. So the producer's point of affection has changed, and you've been ducked, and then the last thing that happens to you before you die is you get goosed. With that, when you can breathe, tell us who you are. When you get a second, roll us a which patroller and how do you die?
I'm the black patroller.
No, you're not.
We
That's
have
already
three
taken.
now.
And he is not giving that up. So you got to make one up.
Purple.
Purple, and what's your ability? Are we going with the established purple passion patroller?
Oh no, storyteller. I can tell
Storyteller,
any
okay.
story and it happens.
Oh, okay, done. Storyteller patroller, gotcha. And how do
Isn't
you got?
what we are doing
We're all bards.
already?
Everybody's a bard. We all knew it.
Okay, so since
So how does our purple
My-
patroller die? Sans?
Uh-huh.
oh yes,
Oh no.
do
we
they
need to
die?
roll the
Purple-
death.
Oh, that's why.
Vehicles. Gotcha. Here we go.
Vehicles.
Yeah.
Okay, over to Elan. I'm starting to sweat. Let's go. Elan, what are you doing?
But since my girlfriend patroller just had the whole scene on the ground,
Yep.
mourning the pink patroller,
Yep.
who just died with him, in his
Yes.
arms.
You've been doing the Oscar moment ever since, and nobody's been filming it. So unfortunately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
So it's like, bugger this. I want some
see-
screen time. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, okay, I have to get money, and I
Yes.
see the bald cap of the professor
Yep.
going right by me,
Yep.
and that just infuriates me. I'm
Yes.
mad.
Yes.
I stood up and I'm like, you should be ashamed to hide like that your identity. You know, my father is bald and he would find it very insulting. You and your monotone fucking voice. You should be
Embrace the
ashamed. You should be rolling into a freaking bald ball and not sing a single word.
Yes.
And
You get a
gonna-
D8
just gonna try-
because you're doing your thing, and you get a D6 because you wouldn't stop, and I love it. So give me the D8 first.
Hey.
Oh, you okay? Yep.
Woo!
Get to roll again.
And then now roll the D6 to see what happens after that.
Get to roll again.
Progress
Woo!
again. All right. So you're
I'm on
waving this piece
fire,
of latex
literally.
skull at him and screaming and yelling. The guy who's got him by the hair stops for a second, looks down at him and says, "My dad's bald too," and just reaches out and karate chops his neck and just breaks his neck, and they just drops the body to the floor.
And
And
just
looks
for
at you
the-
guys and goes, "Hi, you're famous."
Hi.
Thank you, servant. And I want to say that I'm saying those last words. There is flame behind me, the flame of hell. As
Behind you.
the plastic, the pink plastic of the pink patroller, has dripped on my armor, and I'm now the golden pink patroller.
The
I want
golden
to yell
pink
out this.
patroller.
This guy is on fire.
You hear from the back of the room, "We're not paying you music credits."
Somebody's gonna die in just a little bit. Don't ask me how it's gonna go.
Speaking of which, somebody is going to die in a very little bit. As you look around for the producer, and weirdly, he's nowhere to be seen.
Oh,
And then he steps out from behind the tiny partition. He is dressed in what appears to be a blanket with a hole cut in it for his head. And in each hand, he's got these little. You ever see those little handheld sewing machine things they had? Or if you had a small, you just kind of. He's got one of those in each hand, and it is definitely the producer. And he steps out and draws down on the four of you. And wait, I'll come and do it again. And he steps around behind the counter, he comes out again. Wait, and he steps off again and comes out again. "I am the Weaver. You will rue the day." And he points the two guns at you, and you can see his arms starting to tighten up as he starts to pull the trigger. This is the last battle. Hold
That's not
nothing
good.
back. Let the creativity flow amongst you. Who wants to go first?
Sam?
I'm gonna pull the
I haven't
dramatic
gone a
card.
bit.
I have to pull the dramatic card now.
Oh,
Yep.
Do you want to resolve the D6 roll again, or do you want to just kind of start people going?
Well, technically, this is a new scene. So,
New scene? All right.
well, yeah, you guys got one too many progress. Actually, you have overkilled everything so far. They are at -2, -1, and -1. So you guys have you've generated so much progress. They died, and then you kept killing them. And there's hardly any deaths tonight on your side of the table. Who knows? Who knows what happens? As we step into the final scene, you can hear one of the cameramen says, "This is going to have to be it. I only got 12% left on my phone. There's no place to charge around here."
I'm gonna have to
Start
pull
with-
the dramatic card now.
Let's start with Elan. You've said that twice. Start us with something
Because-
dramatic.
Because now we've seen actually the wife of the producer,
Yep. She's just off scene.
and I'm just gonna put a knee down, reach my hand, and say, "Do you remember your wife? Why are you doing this? Why are you fighting for the force of evil? You have to
Wow.
go to the mall now. You can't
me a D.
destroy the world."
Give me
Because
your
now-
D8. Yep.
I am embodiment of the matchmaking.
Yeah, so you got the matchmaker in. Yes, so make it a D8. Yeah, absolutely. Make it worse. I love. Oh, I know exactly what happens here, and you're going to be adding the D6 to your next roll. You say that with arm outstretched, hand on heart, trying to get him to change his ways. A small feminine hand crosses your palm, and his wife looks down at you and says, "Fuck him. Take me away. I'm yours," and hurls herself into your arms.
yes!
Look at Lilith's face.
Yes!
Oh, it was appropriate.
She
I couldn't
falls
help
into
myself.
your arms.
I was
Her-
thinking of so many possibilities, but I did not even imagine that.
She is in your arms. The producer is looking at you, and there is just a drunken rage starting to boil up
Oh
as
Lord.
both guns come up towards you. Roll a d6.
Oh Lord.
Can
Hey.
I
Yes, you can.
turn out the lights?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
makes perfect
That was that last one was yours? Was it progress? Yeah, you made it worse than your progress. So yes, you as he leaps towards you, he is hammered, like I said, and he catches himself. You know that part of the male anatomy that one refers to as himself when you don't want to say it, on the corner of that little card table. Just oh, oh, oh. But you
Well,
get to
I'm
roll
gonna try
again.
to.
As he hurls the card table to the side and tries to continue towards you again. You still get because it's
I am with his wife in his arm, and I'm
Yep.
I'm just looking at him and I say, "Well, I don't think you're gonna pay me anyways, so I'm just gonna turn my heels and run."
Okay, give me a d6.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh
You-
no.
You drop her to do this, right? You would have to. You just drop her
No,
on the
I
ground.
try to run with her.
Oh, with her. Okay, well that's perfect.
Yeah,
That even makes even more sense. You leap to your feet and turn to run, and you're not supposed to turn with, I don't want to be rude, but with a human's amount of weight in your arms, and you feel your back just go pink, and it's just that
I've taken 50
earth-shattering pain that just freezes you. Take an injury.
Oh no, I'm
Lilith,
gonna die.
let's go with you next. What are you doing?
Gonna turn out the lights. Turn out the
Right.
lights.
Yes. So give me. You demand that the lights go out. Give me a leadership. Roll d8.
Oh, okay.
You demand that somebody turn out the lights. That makes more sense. Yeah.
Do 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 do. D8. I'm injured.
Again.
That's your second?
I don't
That's
know.
just-
I'm not.
I
I,
think-
really
yeah,
don't
that is-
understand what's
yeah.
happening in this game. I'm just rolling with it.
It's all good. Because here's what happens in this instance. You turn and you point imperiously and you say, "Someone turn out the lights!" And you stick your finger right in a light socket.
That,
So the lights do go out. But it's the last thing you see.
I'm lit again.
You're lit. That's your last words. I'm lit again. And you poof, into the darkness. So, because you might get to do something else, give me another. Which patroller am I, and how did I die? We're getting real close to the
Okay.
end here, but let's see.
I'm yellow.
You're the yellow. You're the
Ooh.
melee. Finally, somebody that can punch
I'm
things.
the piss ranger. No, it's not okay.
And how do you die? Oh, massive head or neck injuries. Okay. Wow. All right. So, while this happens, just as the ranger drops. Damn it! Now I did it. The patroller drops. The door slams open, and determined to get in on this, come hell or high water, the yellow patroller lurches onto the scene. Sans, what's next?
So
Please save me. I have a wife now.
yeah, you got a wife, and I have to think of a way of using a vehicle.
I mean, if you're trying to think, I do have something in mind currently.
Okay.
You
Go ahead.
go first then. Get us to a vehicle. I did, yes, Bison, I
I-
did, and I said I did too.
Oh, I know how. Oh, my plan is to get a vehicle.
Oh yes,
You know how the lights are off, and they're very nice, like,
this.
you know, admittedly a fire extinguisher shaped and then some duct shaped holes in the ceiling.
Yep.
We've probably caused enough, havoc that there's probably a little bit of attention from helicopters and stuff. Kind of
Oh yes,
curious what's going on.
Yes.
I would like
Oh,
to attempt to signal for help and or actually knocking a helicopter out of the sky with a flare gun. Because it is
Okay.
dark and it is a bit
It
easier for me
is.
to move around.
Well, you know what? I would, if you try and like sort of pretend to be a cop and wave them down, I will call that subterfuge.
You want to just do that? Okay,
Because
cool.
you're lying, right? I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
subterfuginous.
I mean,
yeah,
I'd like
give us
them
a
to
D8.
crash through the building, but
Yep.
close enough.
We'll see how well this goes.
So do you want D8 and a D6 because I'm dying by a vehicle?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, give me 2. So the D8 first. Perfect.
Difficulty.
yeah.
Make it worse. So you roll me another
Yes.
D6.
Do you want a D6 rolled or a D8 rolled for rolling it?
D6 for this. Oh, you owe me a roll again and a D6. So give me 2 more D6s.
Double progress.
Wow. You signal for the helicopter and it starts to come down towards you, and you can see it's going to land right there. So you've got all kinds of control over it. As it gets close to the ground, you see that it's leading a flight of ducks in an attack formation. And as the helicopter swoops to the ground in front of you and does that sort of that war movie thing where the dust comes swirling up in front of the cameras, and for a second you can't see, and then it falls back down. And as it falls back down, you see the ducks going in like guided missiles against this guy. Boom, boom, poof, right in the guts, and then poof, right in the forehead. And he kind of leans back. He's taken 2 more damage. And the last of the ducks kind of does the butt skid across his forehead, just kind of, and you know it left a mark as it takes off into the night sky. There's a helicopter parked here, Sans. What are you doing?
So at that point, I'm just going to try and like reach out my hand to anyone that will take it.
Yep.
And I'm just going to yell,
Not me.
get to the copper!
Everybody jumps in the chopper that wants to go. Anybody that wants to stay can, but everybody jumps in the chopper. What are you doing?
I am sticking around.
Oh, you're staying? Okay, everybody else? In or out?
I'm fleeing.
You're fleeing the scene, right? With or without the producer's wife?
With the producer's wife.
With, okay.
Of course.
As you find out, as you're running out of the building, she says to you, she's got her arms around your shoulder and she's giving you the big eyes, and she says, "You picked the right one. I'm the one with the checkbook."
Nice.
Ah.
So, I'm completely lost now. That's you gone. So yeah, you're out the door, Force Patroller uniform, wife of the producer, and a blank checkbook. You win. Sans. Oh, wait a minute. Nick, you stayed on the ground. Lilith, in the helicopter or on the ground?
Let's fly, baby.
The two of you leap into the helicopter.
Yes.
No. We're gonna do this in a action-packed way where they're about to fly off, and I'm hanging onto that one rope at the edge of the helicopter.
Oh yeah, yeah, do it. Yes, action movie time. Oh, that's extra nice. That is absolutely extra
All
nice.
right.
Let's go.
Okay.
Fly away. Sorry, I
Oh,
don't
so
know
you're
the
hanging
song,
from the
really.
bottom on a rope. Okay,
She got
here we go.
it.
I love this. Sans, you fly the helicopter out of the building and past the producer guy, hanging from the rope with her heels on is Lilith at perfect head height as you approach him. So first I want a D8 from our technician flying the helicopter. That is absolutely
Storyteller.
Storyteller, that's okay. That's the flying the helicopter part, and that's your other ability.
That's a
So give me a
story.
D8 anyway. I don't care. Give me a D8.
Yes.
Progress, yes. You swoop it out so that she's on the end of the rope, like when you're skating and you get all the kids in a row and you do the big whip and the kid on the end goes into the boards really fast and hurts themselves. Yeah, you guys do that basically. And whoosh, and you snap her on the end of the rope out. As you do so, Lilith, he's right there. This dirty
Hello.
pig dog, he's flirted with you like 3 times. His wife just got taken away by your co-worker. This
Okay.
is it. All
I
the cameras
want to
are
take
on.
off my go-go boots,
Yep,
and I want to use the heel as a weapon.
absolutely. You
Yes.
swing down and just whack. I'm going to give you extra dice because of just hate. I would like you to roll 2 D8s for me because this guy's such a sleazeball.
All right. Uno, dos.
Okay, that's all right. You
Ooh.
reach down and whack, and for a second you think that's kind of weird. It almost feels like it didn't hit, and then you realize the heel went right in his ear.
Ooh.
You also realize you wear really tall heels because it comes out his other ear,
Oh.
and he just goes and he's done. He is dead. But in the process, you kind of forget to let go and twist your wrist a little bit, so you take one little bit of damage on the way out, but it's not the one you're holding onto the rope with. And then
Oh.
you do the Bruce Willis against the setting California sun with the Pacific Ocean in the background shot
Ooh.
as you guys fly away into the
Sweet.
which leaves Nick as the only person left in this building.
I will approach the now deceased producer,
Yep.
finally take his keys out of his pocket, and take his
Yes.
car and leave.
I want to pay that off this way. You pull the keys out of the pocket that got you in all the trouble at the start of this. This time you get keys. The reason you realize that you didn't get keys last time is because the fob is quite substantial. And it says Lamborghini on it. You open the door, and there's a Lamborghini and a bunch of like old beat up cars outside. And all the beat up cars obviously are the rest of the staff. The Lamborghini is the producer's car. As you walk over to it, you're thinking, how can this 2-bit piece of trash afford this? You see a little sticker in the window that says Bentley's Rentals. You look in, and on the seat, there's the rental agreement, and at the bottom it has the magic words, insurance paid. The scissor door opens.
I get in, and I realize, as much as I'm gonna leave, a black force patroller in a Lamborghini isn't particularly subtle, but you know what? It's fine. It'll do for tonight.
Yep.
They get a helicopter. I get a Lamborghini. Fair trade.
The door slams shut.
I got a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy.
Somebody got a girlfriend. Somebody got a helicopter. Well, somebody's got a helicopter. I'm sorry, you're going to have to share. It's a big helicopter. You can like do alternating days of the week or something. And somebody got a Lamborghini rental that they don't have to return. How much better could it be than that? I think that is the least number of patrollers that have ever died in a game.
Yeah,
And
two.
it is absolutely
three.
categorically the first time that none of the baddies got to use their weapons. You guys
Wow.
never failed at crucial moments, so you didn't see any of the things that they could do.
You're just that
We did.
awesome.
We
He's
destroyed
absolutely-
everything.
Oh, go for
I gotta share it because I
patrollers.
was so proud of this. Polyester double knit, who was dressed all in nylon and had nylons on. Her weapon was static electricity. Because you would build it up.
I
Yeah.
died before she could
Yeah.
use it.
Well, actually, I lied. Professor Tweed got to use his weapon. Every time he spoke, it caused exhaustion. So he got to use his. He could also disappear in a cloud of pipe smoke, but you guys never gave him a chance. And then the Weaver at the end, those were needle and thread guns. If he had been able to fire them, they would have stitched you to the wall. And you would have had to
Ooh.
rescue each other from the wall.
Ooh.
We're just too
but
chaotic.
you're
They couldn't
too
handle
good.
us.
Too good for me. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you to everybody that came out tonight. Whew. I
What
gotta
a
get back
session.
out of storytelling mode and back into host mode here for a
Okay.
second. I need to thank all of these wonderful people. And while I've got you here, I can't pay you to do this, but what I can do is give you a couple of minutes to tell everybody what you're doing and where, so that we can all come and follow you while you do it. Let's start with Lilith. What are you doing when you're not here? As if I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. The question remains. Don't you know who I am?
Uh,
I'm the
Of
Great
course.
Lilith Singer. You can find me on the Mix of Mischief every Sunday. Unless we're doing a crossover, then sometimes I'm on Monday.
yes.
So yeah, you can catch us on the Monday show, 5:30 to 7.
Eight-ish,
When do
yeah.
we end?
Your time. Yeah.
8:30. 8. Sorry, I know. No, not even 5:30. What am I saying? I'm sorry.
I don't know what your time is.
5 to
They
8.
can go look. They can go look.
Yeah, they
It's all
can.
good.
5 to 8 Central Time. My fault. And then I have a YouTube channel called Mommy and Mel Dip a Dog where I do readings. I'm a board.
Yeah.
No. And I finally decided on a freaking story for it. It's called Tiefling Tales. So
Oh,
I'm gonna do
wonderful. I
art
love it.
stuff
Yes.
and tell stories.
You're obviously
Anyway.
doing the VTubing thing as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am officially a VTuber. My name is
I love
Lilith.
it.
I hope you come by.
Oh, that's awesome. And I also know you are an artist. Is there anywhere that people can go and see your stuff?
Well, I mean, that would be my Twitch channel. I go on there mainly to do my art drawings. That's Dippadog15. I would offer my Twitter, but I spam the hell out of it with Final Fantasy VII nonsense.
And I read every damn one of them. I actually do.
Oh shit! No, you don't.
Wow.
I do. Every single
Well,
one.
now
of
you
them.
know my slight obsession.
Yes, I noticed. And I'm trying to figure out. I need to learn enough of it now to write a one shot for you. So, but
Aww.
well,
I would
I,
be so happy for a Final Fantasy one shot.
anyway, we'll leave that there. Thank you so much for coming and playing with us tonight. I don't get to play with you very often, and I had a blast tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And as I think you can tell,
It's a
you've
lot
got
of fun.
some other fans here in the room too. So, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much.
Yay.
Next in line, it is what, 4 a.m. almost?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Like,
Elan, as you may have figured out by now, is in France. So
Aye.
it is, yeah, it is the middle of the, it is almost tomorrow. It is tomorrow. It is almost tomorrow
Kinda.
morning. Yeah, where he is, and he stayed up to play this with us. So thank you so much for that.
it was a
I know
pleasure.
I know you're running games and doing other stuff. Take us through what you're doing.
So hi, my name is Ilan, and I try to focus myself on doing some project, and I have a really hard time doing it. So for now, everything is kinda in preparation. In the beginning of the next year, I should have my drum set, and my project is to stream you a bit of music and my training, since I just started to my formation as a professional musician.
Wonderful. And is there any place on social
And-
media where we can find you?
Unfortunately, not, but I'm gonna try to put that up
Fix that.
as soon as possible.
Fix that. And the
And-
next time you're on here, I want you to be able to push something.
Oh,
be able to sell
no.
something.
Oh no, I'm gonna have responsibilities. And also, you can maybe find me on mostly Dirty Gaming, Dirty 20 Gaming,
Yep.
where
Absolutely. Oh, speaking of which.
I have the how do I say that? I want to try to run one shot with the wonderful opportunities that Kevin is giving to us.
Yep.
And I have
Bet,
just
you bet.
the perfect idea is something I've played when I was in high school with one of my teachers, who is called Kobold, where you play tiny little World of Warcraft Kobold,
Yep.
tiny Ratmans,
I love
and
it.
you die a lot.
Yeah. Well, you saw, I'm not above that at all. So,
So I'm gonna put that up as soon as we have the possibility to do so, and
Wonderful.
join me. We're gonna have fun.
Absolutely,
I'm gonna
and,
kill you a lot, and that's gonna be fun.
Those one shots are going to start in February. Next in line, Nick. You are coming up on a graduation here, are you not?
That's after next semester.
Ah,
Yeah,
One
I
more
know. I got
semester.
another. It's one of
That's
those.
so exciting.
But yeah, no. At the very least, we're rolling up towards the end, so everything's wrapping up. So it's going into finals week. Today was the last week of classes, and it's just a
in
lot.
that case, I'm
Also-
glad I gave you a break tonight.
It means that I can figure out more stuff to do next year,
Yeah.
such as all of the side projects I'm trying to start up, which are all going to be fun, and one of which is going to be here that Kevin's definitely going to talk about later.
Yeah. Also, one more thing that you guys were talking about just before we went on tonight that I didn't know until just now. There was a game that I was running for Mercs of Mischief that was specifically for brand new players to role play. And Sans and Nick were both part of that, and it has come to an end. And Nick has heroed up and is going to take over that game and run it for them. I am so happy and so proud that this is happening, because there's nothing like your first character. And to be able to know that you guys are going to be able to continue to play those characters and develop them, I am so happy. And thank you for doing that very, very much.
I'm so insanely excited.
So we'll use that as a segue over to you, Sans. You're part of that.
gosh.
What else?
Yeah.
I know you got a big thing going on, right? You said you this is not the
Yeah.
first time you died multiple times this week.
Oh.
So tell us about that.
Yes, so I am in a show called Posthumous. It is a Zoom only show. I've been paying attention that the characters I help with, because I'm an understudy, have possibly passed away many times. So I was like, oh, yay, fun.
Yep.
More death.
That's just less lines to remember. I mean, if you're dead in the
Oh, yeah.
second act, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's a fun show. It is a show about a universe where death technically doesn't mean an end. It, your consciousness gets uploaded into an afterlife program.
Oh, nice.
And the reason I am kind of like telling you guys is this is not our last weekend now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we are in talks of continuing the show into January.
Wow. Extension. That is awesome. And if people
Yep.
need to want to find out more about that, I'm putting
That-
up the Discord link. Go over to
yes.
the Dirty 20 Discord and send messages to Sans over there.
Yeah.
And their tickets are available. It's an
We're-
interactive show, right? And the audience
Yes.
is actually an interactive part of the show.
Oh God, yes.
Yes. So,
Oh God, yes.
yeah. So jump on that.
Y'all-
Anybody that wants to get into that, it's a good time.
They can do. We have had people go to places that they should not have gone because the audience said to go there. And us as actors are freaking out, going, "What do I do?
Yeah. What do
I
do
have
now?
to make it up."
Well,
And that's
speaking of making it
beautiful.
up and going places you shouldn't go, that sounds like the segue to me. Starting in the new year, obviously, we're heading into the season right now, so there's very little going on for the next couple of weeks. We've got an Ironsworn game next week on Thursdays, as always. It's our deep, dark co-op stories where we make it all up on the fly. Fridays, we're going to be doing this next week. That'll be the last one before the Christmas break. We're doing 3 goblins in a trench coat next week. That's going to be a good time. And then after the new year, we've got 2 new shows coming. On Saturdays, we've got Space Pirates. The system is called Scum and Villainy. The game is called Corsairs of the Cosmos. And it is going to be every bit as ridiculous as what you just saw here tonight, but it's going to be every week. We're doing 10 to 12 week seasons, and then we'll start with a whole new crew in the same world. So the mess the first group makes, the second group is going to have to play it. So we will take that from there. Also, a little later in January, we'll be adding another show on Sundays, which is our time traveling detectives. That particular one is called Timely Interventions. And our group is being sent back into time to find out what really happened at various times and places in history. And of course, because it's time travel, they will have the opportunity to mess with history in every single episode. So I'm looking forward to all of those. Oh, I almost forgot. Then in February, 2 more things. One, 2 of you guys have mentioned it already. On Tuesday nights, I'm going to be giving up the narrator seat here. I will not be in this window. You won't be able to see me at all. I'm going to be producing as these wonderful people take turns being extremely brave and running one-shots on this channel for us, for our other players to play in. I'm really looking forward to that. I have said I will help them get Roll20 set up and I will help to give them advice. But once the curtain drops, you are on your own. And it's going to be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to it. And then one more thing before I stop talking. Also in February, or at the latest early March, I've been invited back for another season of Cerberus Ascending over on Roll for Damage with Dead Aussie Gamer and other folks over there. So I'm really looking forward to playing Paris for another season. We're in the wrong universe and we don't know how to get home. So all of a sudden, the carnivorous beasties that we were fighting in the first year don't seem that important anymore. Whew, I talked for a long time there. Holy crap. Okay. My favorite part of these shows, the thank yous. Thank you, Lilith. A pleasure, a joy, a wonderment. Thank you for being our first VTube visitor. Thank you for coming over from Mercs. I know, because I watched their faces, we all had a blast playing with you tonight. Thank you so much. And we hope very much to see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Had a
you're
lot of
welcome.
fun tonight. I
Oh,
still don't
good.
know exactly what was going on.
Doesn't matter.
But it
Doesn't
was
it
a lot
really?
of fun.
That's the big secret to these FunSHot Fridays is that the rules don't matter. We're just making it up and having a good time. So
I got
thank
him that
you very
bit.
much. Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Mm.
Ilan, for staying up till the middle of the night. Thank you so much.
My
A great
brain
pleasure.
is actually melting.
Yeah, I'll bet, man. We'll see you next time. Nick, thank you for taking time out of your busy world to come play silly games with us, and thank you on a personal level for taking over that other game. Big kudos for that. Sans, thank you as always for coming out and playing with us. Best of luck with your show. I hope everything goes really well there. Thank you to all the people on Twitch. We're like double digits on Twitch. This is bizarre. This doesn't happen. So, and even if that includes all of us, that's still 5 people. So,
Like
and
us.
to-
Yes.
and honestly, we get a lot of rewatches on Twitch. So those of you that are watching watching this afterwards, thank you to you too. And also, in a couple days, this will be up on Dirty 20 Gaming YouTube. Pop over there, especially if you want to get caught up. If you liked what you saw tonight and you want to see the rest of it, it's all over there. There's the link at Dirty 20 Gaming YouTube. Thank you to everybody. And until next time, please be nice to each other.
Bye.
Bye.